Ever met someone who thought a badge made them untouchable? These aren't just power trips, they're next-level entitlement. From free gas scams to tantrums over coffee, these off-duty officers forgot the rules still apply to them. Some got embarrassed, some got exposed, and a few, they got exactly what they deserved. Let's get into 10 stories that prove authority doesn't equal immunity. Story 1. Do you know who I am? I was working as a bartender during college. A guy flashes his badge at me and says, "Give me a round on the house." I keep this place safe. I politely say, "Sorry, we can't comp drinks for anyone, even officers." He leans in, loud enough for everyone to hear. "You clearly don't know who I am." The owner overhears and walks over. Turns out he does know who the guy is. He got fired from the department last year for pulling the same stunt. Leave. Now. He stormed out red-faced, but not before knocking over a bar stool and yelling, "This place won't last." Spoiler. We got 3 new regulars that night just from that scene. Story 2. Arrest her. She gave me a ticket. My friend is a parking enforcement officer, not a cop. She wrote a citation for a guy illegally parked in a handicapped spot with no placard. Turns out, he was an off-duty cop. He followed her in his personal car for 2 miles, flashing his badge through the window and honking. She called dispatch. He was not authorized to pursue anyone. He ended up being disciplined for impersonating on-duty law enforcement. Over a $50 ticket. Oh, and the car? Registered to his girlfriend. She dumped him the same week. Story 3. Cop tries to use siren to cut drive-through line. At a Chick-fil-A, a cruiser behind me flashes lights and blips the siren. I pull forward thinking it's an emergency. Nope. Dude rolls up, window down. "Can I order ahead of you?" I'm on break. I say, "Nah, man. Wait like the rest of us." He calls it in as a hostile civilian refusing to cooperate. Another officer shows up, and guess what? That cop was his supervisor. The guy got pulled off duty that day, and I got a gift card from the store for the hassle. Story 4. You can't film me. That's illegal. Filmed an off-duty cop verbally abusing a barista for putting oat milk instead of almond. He threatened to arrest me for unauthorized surveillance. Told him I was on a public sidewalk. He tried to grab my phone. Too bad I was also live streaming. He got suspended for threatening civilians while off duty and ended up being used as a what not to do in a training video. Sometimes justice is just going viral. Story 5. My badge gets me free gas. I worked at a gas station. Cop rolls up, fills his tank, waves his badge at the window, and drives off. No payment. No explanation. Manager checks the tapes. He's done this 3 times that month. We file a report. Turns out, he was never authorized for comp fuel and was stealing from multiple stations. He lost his job, got charged, and now drives for Uber. Guess what? His rating's not great. Story 6. You can't tow me. I'm a cop. Tow company I used to work with was called for a car blocking a fire lane at a concert. We tow it. 10 minutes later, a guy in plain clothes storms in screaming, "I'm a cop. That's my car." He demanded it be unhooked and threatened to shut down the business. Too bad the entire exchange was recorded on body cam of the actual officer who had called us. He was off duty, intoxicated, and double parked in a red zone. That video? Used in court. He now teaches defensive driving courses. Story 7. This gym belongs to me. I work front desk at a 24-hour gym. Guy walks in with no ID, no membership, flashes a badge. I patrol this area. That means I get free access. I check the system. He's been banned for harassing female members. When I tell him that, he gets aggressive and says, "You want to make this official?" I nod and hit the silent alarm. Real officers show up. He's charged with trespassing and impersonating active duty. And yes, still banned. Story 8. Let me cut the line, or I'll call it in. I was at the DMV. Line was wrapped around the building. Off-duty cop walks up, flashes his ID, and tries to cut to the front. Guy behind me says, "This isn't an emergency, man. Wait like the rest of us." Cop says, "Want to keep talking? I've got friends inside." Someone caught the entire thing on video. A DMV worker saw it and told him, "You cut, you leave. Period." He tried to throw a tantrum, but security escorted him out. Big badge energy, tiny patience. Story 9. I can speed, it's training. Friend of mine was nearly hit in a school zone. The guy flying past was off duty. They caught it on dash cam. When pulled over, he told the officer, "I'm just training muscle memory." Speeding. In a school zone. In a civilian car. Yeah, he lost driving privileges and desk duty for 6 months. His nickname at the station, Muscle Memory Mike. Story 10. She pulled me over for a date. This one's wild. A female officer pulled my buddy over for a fake rolling stop. She wrote him a warning, then said, "You've got nice eyes. Want to grab a drink?" He was so confused. He said yes. Later that night, she posted about him on Facebook. "Used my badge to meet a 10 tenths today." Someone screenshotted it and sent it to her department. She was suspended and dumped by her boyfriend, who saw the post. Turns out he followed the department page. Still with us? Good, because reality check. The badge is for protection, not privilege. Which story blew your mind the most? Drop the number in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more chaos, and remember, respect is earned, not flashed on a belt.